The world runs on time. But, whose time? Somewhere in East Africa, nestled in the highlands of a land older than most empires, a country exists outside of our time. Here, the year is not 2025. It's 2017. This is Ethiopia, where calendars tick to a different rhythm, and history unfolds on a parallel track. But why? To understand this mystery, we must go back to the beginning. When time itself was restructured, by religion. The world uses the Gregorian calendar, introduced in 1582 by Pope Gregory XIII, to fix a miscalculation in the older Julian calendar. That change corrected the drift of the equinoxes, but in doing so, it altered the calendar's alignment with religious events. Ethiopia, however, never adopted this reform. It still uses an ancient calendar based on the Coptic system, which itself came from the old Egyptian solar calendar. But here's the twist. The Ethiopian calendar calculates the birth of Jesus Christ differently. By their count, Jesus was born in 7 BC. So, when the rest of the world says it's 2025, Ethiopia says, "Welcome to 2017. What if this calendar isn't just a difference of opinion, but a clue to a deeper truth? The Ethiopian Orthodox Church is one of the oldest Christian institutions in the world. Its traditions remain untouched by centuries of reform. It is said the Ark of the Covenant rests here, not in Jerusalem, not in the Vatican, but in a chapel in Aksum, guarded by one man who cannot leave its side. And this church also guards the calendar. A calendar untouched by the West. Unchanged by Roman emperors or papal councils. It's not a delay, it's preservation. Could it be that the rest of the world altered time to fit political or religious motives, while Ethiopia held on to the truth? Now let's step out of myth, and into science. The Ethiopian calendar is not just spiritually different, it's mathematically precise. It has 13 months, 12 of 30 days, and a 13th month of 5 or 6 days, depending on leap years. Unlike the Gregorian calendar, it doesn't wobble through time or rely on complex leap year rules. Time begins with sunrise, not midnight. The first hour of the day is 1 a.m. in Ethiopian time, because that's when life begins, with the sunlight. This calendar isn't flawed. It's intentional. And to some scholars, it may even be more accurate. So, is the rest of the world following a flawed timeline? Some believe the calendar split is no accident, but part of something darker. A reset. In fringe circles, there are whispers of a global timeline manipulation. Theorists suggest that historical events, wars, inventions, discoveries, don't line up because our calendar was rewritten. They point to Ethiopia as the last place where history was not tampered with. Imagine a world where time was altered to fit power. Where kings, popes, or empires chose when events happened, not just how. And Ethiopia, with its mountains, independence, and unique script, was too far removed to control. Could the 7-year gap be a sign that Ethiopia escaped a global historical rewrite? The mystery goes deeper than dates. Some say the answer lies in a forbidden book. The Book of Enoch, a mysterious text that was removed from the Bible, survives only in one place, Ethiopia. In it are tales of celestial beings, time cycles, and the end of days. It speaks of time being distorted, of secrets kept from mankind, of watchers who record human actions. Why was this book preserved only in Ethiopia? Why does it describe calendrical prophecy, secret knowledge of the heavens, and angelic guardians of time? Did the Ethiopian calendar come from divine timing, passed down through Enoch, Noah, and ancient prophets?
Here's the terrifying possibility. What if our history is dated wrong? If Ethiopia's timeline is right, and the rest of the world jumped 7 years ahead, then major events in world history might not be where we think they are. It would mean the fall of Rome happened 7 years later than we believe. The Renaissance misaligned with astronomical events. Even technological milestones are off. What if ancient civilizations, like the Mayans or Egyptians, weren't more advanced than expected, we're just calculating their timeline incorrectly? What if the truth is not that they were from the future, but that we are living in an artificial present? When asked about the calendar, Ethiopian priests say little. They smile. They chant. They speak in Guizi, a language older than Latin. Many say the calendar is not up for debate, because it is divine. The government of Ethiopia still uses it officially. The church teaches it. People live by it. Tourists are often shocked to find two timelines, existing side by side, just a flight away. And yet, the Western world continues forward. Blind to a land that may have never lost track of time. What are they protecting? And why has the rest of the world ignored it? So here we are. A planet divided by time itself. One world says 2025. Another lives in 2017. And both believe they're right. Which begs the question. What time is it, really?